Well, this is Judith again with Gaza Road Ministries and GRM2, and I've been asked to maybe tell a little bit about the history. What happened was that long before Gaza Road Ministries came into being, I was given a very clear message that that was a role for me to model after Philip, the evangelist, in Acts 8:26. It's the story of Philip being told by God to go to the Gaza Road, and there he would meet the Ethiopian eunuch who's in his chariot reading the Bible, the scriptures. And Philip ran alongside him and said, "Do you understand what you're reading?" And the eunuch said, "Of course not. How could I? I need someone to explain it to me." And God said to me that my purpose, my role, my assignment was to run along people's chariots and say to them, "Do you understand what you're reading?" And actually, the eunuch was reading about Christ, Isaiah, in the book of Isaiah. And I have come to realize that many times God just puts me in places where I guess I have been given Holy Spirit insight to be able to draw conclusions and connect dots to help people understand what they're experiencing. My life has been, particularly the season that I had of about 5 years, where I sustained loss after loss after loss, taught me that the only way that I could remain sane, the only way that I could maintain my faith was by sticking closer, as my nephew would say, I said, by drilling down in the fact that I know, that I knew, and that I still believe, Romans 8:28, that all things work together for the good of them that love the Lord, for them who are called according to his purpose. Bottom line, it's for my good and it's to God's glory. And so as the years have gone by, we then eventually started GRM2, which is the not for profit side of the ministries. Now, its purpose has been for women primarily because we women are always in need of encouragement and enrichment in order to help us to fulfill our purposes of becoming all that we can be, all that God designed that we should be. And I've discovered that by studying the lives of biblical women, they have so many lessons to teach us because nothing that we're facing today is new. There's nothing new under the sun. And so we can find a woman in the Bible whose experience will teach us how we can work on improving our ability on our journeys to understanding how to live the balanced life. And that's where Gaza Road Ministries came from. And I hope that the things that we're posting and the writings that we're doing are encouraging you to know that it's really okay. You're going to be all right. You're not the only one who's experienced this. There have been many women before you, millions of women before you, and there'll be quite a few women after you who will be challenged by the same events, same challenges of loss and all the things that we suffer, that we experience, and also by joys. Sometimes we talk so much about the struggles of life, but we forget to talk about the joys, the things that just make our hearts leap, and we sing because we're happy. That's where Gaza Road Ministry started, and that's where it is today. I hope that you truly are being benefited by the ministry that God has called me to do. And if so, feel free to say something in the chat below. Be blessed. Thanks.